Today on Golf Destination, we visit La Hacienda in Spain. Get a tip on how to hit a knockdown shot. What can you do when your ball is unplayable? Tour Olympic Club in San Francisco and visit Newport Country Club, the site of the 2024 U.S. Senior Open. We also introduce you to our new golf travel expert, Dove. All of that and more next. Hello and welcome to Golf Destination from the Sociable Studios. I'm your host, Meredith Foreman. Recently, we were at the Olympic Club in San Francisco and had the chance to play their wonderful Oceanside 9-hole par 3 golf course. Our producer, Stephen Icardi, fields this overview of this 9-hole gem.
The Olympic Club sits on the outskirts of San Francisco, and it is truly a special place. The host of many major championships, the club boasts two courses, the ocean and the lake, and they will both have you in awe on every shot. The true jewel of the club, however, may be their 9-hole par 3 course known as the Cliffs Course. It features the only holes west of Skyline Boulevard, and they border the Pacific Ocean. The course was designed by Jay Morish and Tom Weiskopf, and it is a place you wouldn't mind playing every day, even though it is a par 3. The first hole leads you out to the Pacific. Deep bunkers surround the green that slopes from back left to front right with a false front. It is the longest hole on the course. The second hole plays slightly uphill, so add a club to this 167-yard shot. 3 deep pot bunkers surround the green. The third hole offers a downhill shot that is beautifully framed by the Pacific Ocean. Don't be distracted by the hang gliders hovering above. The fourth could be one of the best par 3s you'll ever play. It is beautiful as it is dangerous, with a bunker awaiting shots hit short and bunkers and gnarly ice plants behind. A lone cypress tree stands right of the green. The fifth green is shared with the 7th hole, and at 167 yards, accuracy is the key as deep bunkers await miss-hit shots. The 6th hole offers a narrow window to hit the green. It plays uphill with a bunker on the left side and trouble waiting right. The 7th hole offers a tee shot that is beautifully framed by trees. The green offers 2 levels, so be on the correct one for a run at birdie. The 8th is an uphill hole of 171 yards to a green that is tucked away. Aim for the cypress tree in the back. A bunker and ice plants await shots that are short. You then walk under the Skyline Highway to what may be one of the top par 3s we have ever played. The 9th plays 154 yards uphill and is beautifully designed with a deep bunker protecting the front and a 2-tiered green. After holing out for your par, turn around and look back at the right and you can see the top of the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. The Olympic Club's wow factor is real, and the Cliffs Course adds greatly to it.
Another iconic course, Newport Country Club, is host of the 2024 U.S. Senior Open. We were there to learn more about the course and the event.
From a staff perspective, and the USGA Newport Country Club has always been very important to us because they help give us life. All of our championships start with an invitation from a prospective host club. Theoretically, we don't go knock on doors saying we'd love to have a championship at your club. At Newport is one we would go knock on that beautiful big wooden door at the club to say, would you even entertain it? We ultimately have to have invitation from the host club to be able to say we would like to have a championship.
Well, this golf course was intended to, have a very linksy feel to it. It is very old school. Given that our first 2 USGA championships were played on it in 1895, the US Amateur, and then one day later, followed by the US Open. It just has an old, antique, classic, kind of Scottish links feel to it.
One of the things that's unique about Newport Country Club, the course that is we don't have watered fairways, where most golf courses have watered fairways. And we're proud of it. And the course changes with the season, where in the spring it's wet, in the summer it gets a little dry and crispy.
The location of Newport Country Club, given where it sits on Brenton Point, you have to be very careful with how Mother Nature has impact on particularly our golf course setup. We'll be constantly monitoring how conditions evolve over the course of the week. We're hopeful that it is windy. We hope that that is a factor in the championship. It's not something that they see from week to week. If the fairways get brown and dry, they're going to get brown and dry. I can't water them, can't slow it down. So it's so unique that it is what it is. Go play golf. It's the way that golf was intended to be played. Go hit your golf ball, play it as it lies, and continue, whether it's green turf, whether it's, gray turf, whether it's brown turf, whether the grass is high, low, matted down, one direction or the other. It's just Newport. Just the way it is when you're talking about a golf course that's this old.
I think being able to bring any of our championships to the Northeast is exciting for us. Obviously, we had a Senior Open just up the road in Salem in 2017. Was largely successful, not only outside the ropes, but had a great champion. But then we also, had an unbelievable U.S. Open at the Country Club just a couple of years ago in 2022. Brayburn has our women's Mid-Am, I believe, this year. So the Northeast is rich in golf history, fantastic golf courses, and lovers of golf. We've got a gallery ticket. You can buy it as a weekly option or a daily option. That gives you access to the grounds, concession stands, grandstands. We have a premium ticket for anyone looking for maybe a little bit more of a premium experience. It's called the Founders Club. The Founders Club will be an open-air facility left of Championship 18. It'll offer upgraded food and beverage for an additional purchase, as well as access to executive restrooms, television coverage of the championship during Thursdays through Sunday rounds. So it's really virtually anything anybody would want to come on site. And if you come on site with a gallery ticket and maybe I do want a Founders, you'll have the opportunity to upgrade your ticket to be able to get into that facility as well. The best way to learn about our championship and to be able to purchase tickets is via ussenioropen.com. You can purchase tickets there. You can find out anything you want to find out about the players in the field. Once we get closer to the championship, parking information, helpful hints, what you need to know before you come to the championship.
Coming up, we head to the south of Spain in La Hacienda Golf Course, and we learn how to hit a knockdown shot when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy. Duca del Cosma, Italian Golf Evolution. Buca, be original. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership. Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination from the Sociable Studios. I'm Meredith Gorman. The south of Spain is beautiful, and upon our travel expert Dove's recommendation, we chose to play La Hacienda, an incredible track with the Rock of Gibraltar in the background of every shot. The south of Spain is breathtaking, and the La Hacienda Links Golf Resort offers some of the best views of the Costa del Sol on the Mediterranean. The Heathland course was designed by former Ryder Cupper Dave Thomas. This par 73 winds itself through the hills, offering beautiful views of the Mediterranean. However, when our team was there, they played the Links course. The Links course was renovated by Curtis Bowman in 2021, and the golfers who have played it are ecstatic about the new design.
All the feedback we had after the renovation is very positive, so we're very happy with the result.
Here are some of the holes that you'll remember long after you play it. The opening holes build to a crescendo, much like Pebble Beach, as you await that first wow factor, and the par 5 fifth hole delivers. You stand on the tee looking directly at the Rock of Gibraltar on this downhill hole par 5. You should be able to reach it in 2, and you may not need driver off of the tee as a hazard bisects the fairway. The green has 3 bunkers protecting it. The 7th hole is another downhill par 5 of only 460 yards. This hole is about placement of your tee ball, and your approach is over water. The Halfway House is a name that really doesn't do justice to one of the coolest midway points in golf. The sleek and modern design is simple but uniquely elegant. To say it has $1 million view would be to cheapen the view, as it looks out over the Costa del Sol of the Mediterranean, the Rock of Gibraltar, and the forests of Africa. You could stay there all day, but you can't, as the tables come with an hourglass that gives you 15 minutes to soak in the views and the vibe. Back to golf, and we head to the back nine and the par 3 12th that measures up to 176 yards and plays over water to a tricky green. The par 4 15th is a short par 4 that plays uphill and will have you thinking about driving it. Deep traps await those who fail. The golf course isn't the only renovation, as La Hacienda recently renovated the clubhouse with a new pro shop and elegant restaurant. But the biggest plans are near completion. A Fairmont hotel that will be the talk of Europe.
We are developing a very huge hotel to be one of the best resorts, the main resort in the south of Europe. The hotel will be managed for Fairmont. It's a very luxury brand, an international brand, American mainly. And the name will be Fairmont La Hacienda, like our project, because at least we will have a resort with 2 different courses and hotel with 30 luxury villas. Because the hotel has around 311 keys, we have a main building with the room, and then 30 luxury villas that will be included in the hotel.
La Hacienda Links Resort is a world-class golf destination that once you visit, you will never forget. You'll meet Dove later on in the show as she offers some great travel tips. Now, for windy courses such as La Hacienda, a trusted knockdown shot is required to score well. Dennis Hoy of Yarmouth Golf joins us now and offers a tip on how to hit a knockdown shot.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hoy, head golf professional at Yarmouth Golf, here today with my assistant professional, Ian DeArmond. We're here today to talk about how to play shots in the wind here at Bass River Golf Course, which is a very windy spot on Cape Cod. So what we're trying to learn how to do today is how to hit knockdown shots. And then following that, we're going to do some course management things on how to play the wind and make your golf game better on a breezy day. Wind's coming straight at us from the right. It's going to be a tough shot to get to the green with the regular club that you're going to play. So when you're hitting shots into the wind, a couple things you want to learn how to do. Number one, you want to learn how to flight that ball a lot lower than you normally would, which means when you're hitting into the ball, you're going to take a lower takeaway, come into the ball with a little more of a shallower attack angle. You're going to move the ball back in your stance. A normal shot with an iron, what do you get, 7-iron today? 8-iron. So what you normally do, that would be a little in front of center in your normal stance. So today what he wants to do is move the ball a little further back in his stance, okay, and take a little bit of a shallower angle of attack. So when he hits the shot, he's not hitting down on it as steep as he normally would. What happens with most shots, if you're hitting down steep, the ball is going to jump, get up in the air, and have a lot more spin on it. On a calm day, that's great, but on a day where it's windy and blowing at you, that's not going to help you very much. So what you're trying to do is take as much spin out of the ball as you can, flight it a little bit lower, and that's going to help you get through that wind much better than you would in a normal shot. All right, Ian, great job. Nice par. Battling through the wind was a good way to go. So what we want to talk about now is what's the important part about playing in the wind is learning how to manage the golf course. One of the things that happens a lot of times, whether you're into the wind or downwind, it's important to try to keep that ball flighted and down because there's so much that can happen. Once you get a lot of spin on the golf ball, get the ball airborne, the wind is going to take that golf ball. So it's really important when you're playing how to manage the golf course to pick the right clubs at the right time. Sometimes take extra club just so you can help keep that ball down even a little bit lower and hit these shots with the ball position a little bit back, lower angle, and stay with that, and that's going to really help you improve on a windy day.
Next, we learn what your options are when faced with an unplayable lie. When Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
Welcome back to Golf Destination from the Sociable Studios. I'm your host, Meredith Gorman. What do you do with an unplayable lie? Well, Marcella Smith has earned a USGA Advanced Rules certification, and she explains our options.
Hi, I'm Marcella Smith, Golf Destination contributor and founder of Girlfriend's Guide to Golf. I don't know about you, but my shots don't always go where I intend them to, and I'm not always in the fairway. For those times when you find your ball in a situation like this and you don't care to play it as it lies, you have some options. Anywhere on the course, except in a penalty area, you can determine that your ball is unplayable. No one else has to agree with you. In this video, we'll cover your relief options for an unplayable ball in the general area. And stick around till the end, and I'll explain whether or not you actually need to measure with your driver. So when you don't wish to play a ball as it lies, you have 3 options, and each one will cost you a 1-stroke penalty: stroke and distance, back on the line, and lateral relief. For stroke and distance relief, you'll drop a ball within 1 club length of where your previous stroke was made, and if your last stroke was made from within the teeing area, you can tee it up if you'd wish. For back on the line relief, your reference point for an unplayable ball is going to be the ball itself. You'll look at the hole and where the ball is sitting, and you can back up as far as you want to any area of the course, keeping a line between the ball and the hole. You'll just take a drop from knee height on that line, and the ball can roll up to 1 club length from where it touched the ground on your drop in any direction. For lateral relief, your relief area is going to be within 2 club lengths of where the ball is sitting, not near the hole, and again you'll take a drop from knee height. Now if your ball is in a bush, it's not 2 club lengths from the outside of the bush, it's 2 club lengths from where the ball is currently sitting. So take a careful look at your options before you pick up your ball and determine which of those 3 options you like best. Pro tip here: when using the stroke and distance relief option, your original ball does not need to be found, but for back on the line or lateral relief, you must know the spot of your original ball. And remember that the rules don't require you to get out your driver to measure your 2 club lengths, nor are you required to put tees in the ground to mark your relief area, but both are really good ideas when a trophy's on the line. The more you do it, the faster you'll become, so try practicing these relief options when you have some time on the course. So remember that if you do find your ball to be unplayable, you have several options, and if you learn these, you'll definitely make your round much more enjoyable and probably shave some strokes off of it.
Next, we introduce you to our travel expert, Dove Jones, to help you with your golf travel.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination from the Sociable Studios. I'm Meredith Gorman. Dove Jones has traveled and played almost everywhere imaginable around the globe, and we're lucky enough to have her join us with her insights on golf travel. Let's meet Dove.
So I've been in international golf travel now for almost 30 years. I started with Perry Golf. Even before that, I was in incentive travel. So I've traveled extensively in the UK and Ireland, but as well, I've been as far south as the tip of New Zealand and as far north as Scandinavia. I've been to Asia, I've been to Africa, I've been to South America. So I've pretty much done the globe with golf, and it's been a fantastic experience. The most important thing when you're traveling internationally is to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, even before you make your reservations. Every year, at least once or twice, we have people that can't go on their trip of a lifetime that they've paid a lot of money to go on because they didn't realize their passport was expiring. Your passport expiring doesn't mean you're coming back in June and your passport expires in August. Your passport has to be valid at least 6 months past your date of return. So, and with the passport backup in the United States, it might behoove you to use an expediter. We've found people that can't find their passport. So before you even make your reservations to go overseas, I strongly suggest that you take a look at your passport, make sure you know where it is, make sure that it's not expiring within 6 months of your date of return, and it will make your experience a little easier. The other thing too is jet lag. It's only a 5-hour flight from New York to the UK. So I tend to find that rather than, even if you're tired when you land, if you keep going until it's nighttime there. It's pretty easy to do going that way. I have more trouble coming back from the UK, but it's just an adjustment on the time zone and knowing where you're going. If you're going long haul, somewhere like South Africa, which is a fabulous destination, you might even want to consider spending a night or two in London and then continuing down, because the difference in time zone there is only an hour versus 6 hours coming across, and then you're not wasting any time.
Thanks for joining us, and remember to visit our website, golfdestination.tv. It's our online hub with links to all of our social media. We'll see you next time.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda, Dare to be Happy, Duca del Cosma, Italian Golf Evolution, Buca, be original, Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership,